Minneapolis fans, back to the gym as we get ready to host the boys, Republic County Buffalo, here tonight on February 18th, 2020. Dale Leach and Mike Perry here tonight to bring you this game. Republic County boys are 8-9 overall, and 3 wins, 5 losses in the league for 5th place in the NCAA. Minneapolis is 12-5 overall, and 6-3 in the league for 3rd place in the NCAA. Minneapolis is 4th in our right now in sub-state seedings. And it's time for the national. Under the direction of Mr. Dennis Brooks. This is the 16th game of the series dating back to 1940. Republic County leads the series 96 wins to 71 losses. At MHS, they lead 40 wins to 29 losses. But Minneapolis has won the last 5 games in a row, including a 65-39 win at Melville back on January 3rd.
And now the starting lineups for Republic County. Clint Callaway, number 0, he's a 5'10 senior. For Minneapolis, Jake Griffin, 6'2 senior. For Republic County,
6' senior, number 13, Alex Fisher.
Number 13, Alex Fisher. He's 6 foot and a senior. For Minneapolis, 6'2 and a senior, Jonah Osherman. And for Republic County, number 33, Tate Lapo, 5'8", senior. And for Minneapolis, number 5, 5'10", point guard, Aaron Kendall. For Republic County, number 35, Hunter Hartner, he's 5'9", and a senior. For Minneapolis, the shooting guard, Noah Hyde, 6'1", senior.
Averaging 13.6 points a game.
And for Republic County, he's 6'3", sophomore, Arland. He's a sophomore at 6'3", and for Minneapolis, 6'2", Spencer Davidson.
Averaging 12.2 points a game and 7 rebounds. Against Spencer Davidson.
Arland. Well, it's a big game for Minneapolis, especially if you consider Sacred Heart having to go to Beloit and play the Trojans up there.
It's crucial in league standings and also our sub-state seedings.
It could even things up in the league pretty quick tonight.
A win tonight is very crucial. And we beat them big up at Belleville January 3rd, but you can never count out the Belleville bus.
Head coach is Nick Junker. He played for them back when they were the Belleville Buffs. Now he's coaching.
I said Belleville Buffs. Excuse me, it's the Republic County Buffaloes.
Around 6'3", got an inch on Jonah, that's for sure. And we get the tip. Meckel races back to get it before Alex Fisher does. And it's his own. We'll have to shoot up over the top or find a spot and work our way in. And there's his own buster right there, Mr. Meckel. Back to White, three-pointer on its way. Good.
That's the zone buster too. We'll do that a few times.
Clint Callaway, 5'10", senior, point guard. Gets it off to Fisher, right wing. Minneapolis in the zone. That matchup zone we've been working on, and there's a bank shot up and no good, and the big rebound pulled down out there by Griffin. Aiden Griffin. Out front, Meckel looks at the three. Entry pass to Oshman. Back to Meckel. Three-pointer on his way. It's short. Arond has the rebound. It's tipped out there by Griffin, but they recover. Clint Callaway with it. Just underway here. Minneapolis Lions against the Republic County Buffs. I've got two kids 5'9" on the floor. Down on the low block. Nice defense. Spencer with the easy block. No body contact whatsoever. Griffin. Entry pass to Spencer. Has his pass stuff. Now Meckel three-pointer, no good. Gets his own rebound on the tip-out. Spencer's shot is, I think he must have lost contact with the ball. And drive down the lane, no good. White pulls down the rebound. Now Griffin with the run-out bunker. Shoot the ball with his body, and he had the layup all the way. They've got Aron clear out at the top of the circle. And now they move him down, try to find an opening in this zone defense. Minneapolis has been matching up, and it's been tough for the opponents to find a chink in the armor. There the baseline drive all the way down by Fisher, and his shot's up and in. Meckel off to Griffin. In the lane he goes. Front-hand runner up and good. Big Griffin. He must have big hands, Dale, because he handles that ball quite easily in the palm of his hand.
I agree.
Watson and Nelson getting ready to come into the game for Minneapolis. Aron dribbles it off his foot. Meckel behind the back dribble. Now White's got the run out. Layup good. And a quick timeout called by Coach Junker. 30-second timeout. Minneapolis starting to roll, Dale.
A 9-2 lead here. Opened it up 5-0, and they scored a bucket, and then we have scored 4 more. A couple of them off turnovers, and those end up looking pretty easy.
Yeah. We like easy tonight after last week.
Yes.
I might add a 25-point victory at Southeast at Chipson is nothing to sneeze at. That's
Nothing to sneeze at all.
That's a tough place to play.
Best win we've had there since 2001 when we beat them by 29 there.
That is a tough place to play. And to come away with a big victory is one thing, but to win by 25 is another thing. Callaway out on top. Shot at the free throw line, no good. White has the rebound as he out-jumps Fisher easily for the rebound. Nelson has the ball. And the reach-in foul on Callaway. Hacked Nelson on the arm. First team foul. First personal foul on Callaway. And we'll play it in. John Nelson gets it out front to Meckel. A little lazy pass over the top. Looking inside, watching in the contest. Davidson back to Meckel. Three-pointer on its way by White. It's good. They're in trouble with Nolan White on a hot streak tonight. Hit his first two in a row from beyond the arc. There's one from Republic County. He can shoot it. I saw him in warm-ups. That's Thurman. Davidson out front to White. Meckel. Now Nelson. White again. Hoop. Three in a row from Nolan White from beyond the arc. And they're out on Thurman. The left-hander was hitting him in warm-ups. There he is, open again. Callaway, long three-pointer, no good. Good defense by Minneapolis. Lapo goes all the way down the lane but cannot connect. Rebounders are getting ready to come back in, though. 1:55 left first quarter. Coach Junker calling in the signals from the bench. Davidson with nice play, and we almost throw it away. White has it. Back to Watson. Meckel, three-pointer on its way. No good. Off Davidson's hand, and it's going to go to Republic County. Meckel's three-pointer was just a little bit off the mark.
Dylan Pushing and Caden Griffin come in for Watson and White.
Ron plays it in tries to get it into Callaway and does. Guarded by Nelson. Fischel closes him down on the baseline. Friel over the back. Is whistled with the reach-in foul. That's his first. Minneapolis first team foul. Aron will play it in to Tate Lapo. Callaway has it. Guarded by Nelson and Friel. Good double team. Now Fisher on the baseline. Oh, we fall asleep on the backside, and Aron has an easy bucket. Friel out front to Griffin. Nelson on the right wing. Motion offense. Aron clear out on top, guarding Osherman. Gets it off the Fischel. Friel has it. Coach Darrell wants the last shot of the quarter. Osherman's shot is in and out, and there's still 30 seconds left on the clock. Callaway guarded by Friel. And the switch off, now Griffin has him. Coming. Callaway, long three-pointer. It's good. 7 to shoot. We need to move here. Griffin, shot. No good. Oshman had the rebound, but it's too late. Too late for a stick back. That's why I like to play for that last shot and run that 25 seconds off. We have a chance at the goal, and they don't. We'll be back with the second quarter. Minneapolis leading 15 to 10 over the Republic County Bucks. We'll be right back. Arrow favors Republic County here to start the second quarter. They play it in. And now Callaway looks at a three-pointer, in and out, no good. Nice box out by Minneapolis, and Griffin has the rebound. White open again from the outside, and shot no good. Spencer has a hand on it and is tapped around by Oshman and kept alive. Now Griffin has it. All the way in he goes, and he is fouled by Fisher. Good play by Griffin to get to the basket, and he is fouled. Two-shot foul coming here for Caden Griffin.
Just the second foul team-wise for the Buffs.
Free throw up and good.
Minneapolis with one. The Buffs closed that last quarter on a 5-0 run.
Griffin rolls in the second one as well. Ron plays it into Callaway. That 5-0 run, that's a pretty good run against this defense. Callaway with the ball, guarded closely by Meckel. Tillman, who has hit a three and can shoot the ball, is very effective beyond the arc. Around, fronted by Osherman. Now Davidson around over the bag, no call, and Oshman quickly rescues the ball. Nice play by Jonah. Griffin tries a reverse layup and shoots it off the bottom of the backboard. Around right there. Fairman has it. Get past to Callaway. Three-pointer on its way, no good. And Jonah Oshman has the rebound. We have numbers. And the layup. Where was the foul? Had him on the arm. Goodness. And an unforced error as Fisher dribbles it off his foot, goes out of bounds. I sure thought it looked like they had White on the arm on that layup, Dale.
Well, if we were playing in certain field houses, it would be called that way, but we aren't.
Entry pass to Oshman. Oh, a nice play. What a pass by Jonah down low to Spencer. That's a play called from the bench. Coach Darrow asked for that one, and
that's high-low action.
That's good action, isn't it? Nice play. Callaway way out on top. Gets it off to Lapo. Aron has it.
Nice backdoor action there.
That was a good backdoor. We were just a little late to get there and block that shot. Jonah Ashman with the ball, now White. Callaway's got him on the arm again. Davidson. That's going to stay with Minneapolis. I thought Jonah got fouled, but maybe not.
Had the arm
that way.
The arms of three white blue shirts all over in there. No foul call.
John Nelson in the contest along with Watson. Nelson will play it in. Under her own basket. Out front it goes to Meckel. 2-3 zone. Meckel wide open from the wing. Shot good. Trent Meckel drains the three ball. And Minneapolis is back with a 10-point lead. Aron, high post. Can look right over the top of everyone. He's got the height. And the left hand layup is up and good. No one White has it. Now Meckel. We spread the floor and the pass from Davidson goes out of bounds.
Our first turnover of the game, I think.
3:59 left first half. Lapo gets it off to Callaway. Long three-pointer. No good. Air ball. White has the rebound on the backside. Now Meckel. And you got to know that's going to happen. You got a defender behind you. They're going to knock it out of there. Off the hand of Aron and out of bounds. They turn it over. Meckel back to Davidson. Layup good. Callaway on his hip could not control Davidson going down the lane. Whoa, White into the bleachers he goes. Callaway, long three-pointer, good. He's hit another one. Somebody's got to guard him. Davidson, now Meckel, three-pointer. No good. Nobody under the basket, rebound. And Coach Darrow looks down the line for Griffin. He's headed in along with Jonah Ashman. Aron, baseline shot, good. Easy, uncontested shot. White, three-pointer again. No good. Davidson with the rebound. Has the ball easily taken from him. He thinks he's a point guard, Dale. They score here. It's a one-possession ball game. Callaway, it's good. 2-point game.
They had it up to 10. Before the shot. Is that foul?
Foul is called. I didn't see on who.
7-0 run here by the Bucks to draw them within 2.
Either runner goes to Griffin.
Either run, excuse me.
And we lose it.
4 turnovers apiece now. We were looking pretty good there for a while on turnovers.
Yeah, we've given it up here lately, and we haven't been able to guard zero. That's closely guarded. 5 seconds. You bet. Good call. I was seeing closely guarded, and so was the ref. He counted it off, and they turned it over. Minute 34 left, first half. Watson down low to Griffin. Out front, White. Three-pointer. Good. Nolan White on the beam here tonight.
4 trays for Nolan.
Griffin out on Callaway. Tillman doesn't handle the ball well, but
Play by Jonah Osherman. And we can
throw it away. On the left wing, Friel has it. Watson misses the neat one.
chance to tie for the Buffs here.
Well, we aren't taking advantage of the easy shots. We missed that one, and then we can't get possession back. And Republic County.
Foul on Friel. 13 seconds remaining. Just the second on Minneapolis.
Republic County to play it in. Free throw line extended. 13 seconds. Left in the first half.
Two team fouls are both on Derek.
Callaway. Baseline drive. Shot no good. Osherman had a hand on it. And tips it out of bounds. It's going to stay with Republic County. Aron has it out front. Lapo back to Callaway. They want him to shoot it.
Offensive rebound.
Foul on Jonah Osherman. And it's going to be Republic County's ball under their own basket here with 0.6 seconds. Great steal by Jonah. They were doing the lob to Aron, and he was going to have a catch and shoot opportunity. And Jonah Osherman fouled the play. Fouled it up to where they couldn't get a shot off. Intercepted that with his leaping ability. Great steal. Minneapolis didn't look too good there in the second quarter, that's for sure. But we go to the locker room with 3-point advantage, and I'll take that.
We were up by 10, and they outscored us 14-12 in that quarter.
27-24. Minneapolis at halftime. Scott will be over with point totals and some stats after a word from our sponsor. to halftime here at the Minneapolis High School gym as the Minneapolis Lions have a 3-point lead at the half, 27-24. Some hot shooting from the outside for Republic County got them 15-10. TVU, I think, run maybe 13-2, and then they answered with 8 quick points to finish out the quarter, I believe. Anyway, 15-10 was a halftime score, and then they outscored us in the second quarter, 14-12. Scoring lines for Republic County: Alex Fisher has 2, Hunter Hartner has 2, Sam Tuman has 3, Blake Florin has 8, and Clint Calloway with 3 3-pointers has 9. They had 4 total 3-pointers from Minneapolis Lions. Scoring-wise, Trent Meckel has 3, Spencer Davidson has 4, Caden Griffin has 4, Nolan White has, Caden Griffin has 6, and Nolan White has 14. We had 5 3-pointers, Nolan having 4 of those, and Meckel having 1. So we were 2 for 2 from the free throw line. They did not go to the line.
That was very low number of fouls for both squads in that half.
Yeah.
We did out-rebound the bus 12-9 in the half. We had 8 defensive rebounds. They had 7, so that was very close together. They had 3 more turnovers than us, 8-5. It's not quite as sloppy as a game as we witnessed up at Belleville back in January 3rd, but I'm sure the coach has many more turnovers tonight than he wanted to see.
You know, and the other thing I saw on that is that they had, looking back at the scoring in the first game, it was pretty close. It was 27-24 at the half up there. The first time we played them.
Same as now?
Huh?
Same as now?
No. First time we played them, excuse me, I'm sorry. It was 28-20 out there the first time we played them.
Okay.
Then we had a big third and a big fourth quarter to ice that one. But good first half of basketball. They're a shooting team. The Callaway kid and the freshman Tuma kid, I knew he was a shooter as well, and he hit a 3. They don't go as deep. They only played 6 kids. That's going to be to our advantage in the second half. But regardless, they're still in at this point.
Each team with just 3 fouls, as I mentioned, very few fouls throughout that whole half. So they're not getting in foul trouble with their low numbers of players. That's something we can hope for. As time goes on. All right, well, we'll be back for second half action shortly. Dale Leach, Scott Oshman, and Mike Curry. You're listening to Minneapolis Lion Basketball at www.citylinktv.com, Minneapolis.
The Lions of Minneapolis High School are proudly supported by the Davidson Agency, with offices in Delphos, Minneapolis, and Bennington. As a nationwide insurance agent and also an independent agent, they have provided hometown service for the insurance needs of their customers for over 30 years, with home, small business, farm and crop, life and health coverage. Call them today at 785-523-4202. Hometown Outdoor Power, with locations in Minneapolis, Salina, and McPherson, has been serving Central Kansas for over 20 years and is the largest power equipment dealer in the area. We strive to be the one-stop shop for all your power equipment needs. We provide full sales, service, and parts supply, home, ag, and contract power equipment needs. Ask about our winter service program and go Lions. The Messenger Clothing Company is located in Minneapolis and designs for your team, business, group, or event.
Very fine band there, Mike. All right, welcome back to getting ready for the second half. Your Lions lead 27-24. The Buffs ended up with an 8-0 run late in the second quarter to cut into that 10-point lead we had, and then finished off the last 2 points of the half to get the lead down to 3 points. Looks like Minneapolis will have the ball to start the third quarter, and a possession arrow.
Well, they clawed back. They fought and fought to get this one-possession game at halftime. Had to take your hats off to the Buffs. They played hard. Now Minneapolis with the first possession here to start the second half. White has it. Griffin. Out front to Meckel. Wide open three-pointer on its way. No good. And White sticks his nose in there to keep the ball alive. Now Osherman down low. Two-pointer up and good on a nice pass from Spencer Davidson. Spencer saw Jonah all alone, and the turnaround jump shot good. Minneapolis draws first blood here in the second half. Callaway cannot climb the ladder to get up to that one as Lapo throws it way over the outstretched hand. Out front it goes. Nice save by White. Now Griffin. Jump shot. No good. Spencer has the rebound. His shot's no good. Misses point blank. Mercy. And Republic County able to come out of there with the ball play. And recovered by the Buffs. Zone defense here, and good denial, and what a save by John Osherman. Griffin can catch up to that and does. Layup good. Wow. What an athletic move by Griffin. Full speed to try to catch up to that pass, and did just in the nick of time to put it up and off the glass. A nice defensive effort on the other end by Osherman. Around. Way out front to Callaway. He's looking for the shot. That should have been a walk. Fisher. Now Griffin all the way in. Layup is good, and the blocking foul is a call. And it's the right call as well. Caden Griffin with the one-hand runner all the way to the glass. Nice bank shot. And he will get the and one as the foul is whistled. On Lapo. Thurman back in. 5'10" freshman. Griffin's free throw up and good. 3-point play for Caden Griffin.
Line's back up by 10 again.
So far, it's been that good-looking defense has been doing its job and presenting itself Minneapolis opportunities on the offensive end. And, I sure thought Aron had a hand on it last.
I did too. They knocked away from Jonah. I didn't think Jonah got a hand on it again, but
Fisher back to Aron, and that's tipped away by Osherman. Gets it out to Griffin. This time the layup does not go in. Aron has the rebound. This time it is a little more contested than the last one. Thurman. Back to Callaway. Cover up those two three-point shooters. There's one of them right there. Out front. Shot no good, and rebound by Osherman, and run out to Griffin. Layup good. He's got good hands.
yes, it is.
13 points in the contest for Caden Griffin.
Well, I take their biggest lead of the game.
Thurman out of control, and his pass goes right into the outstretched hands of Meckel, and that's a free ball right there down the hatch. It ain't over with yet, boys. Minneapolis speaks out to a nice lead here in the second half. 24-39, it's a 15-point
run by the Lions.
Timeout called by Coach Junker, and we'll take one as well. Minneapolis in the lead, 15 points here in the second half.
These live video broadcasts are sponsored in part by Chuck's Collision. When the Cincinnati Network report and your vehicle needs repair, body or glass, remember Chuck's Collision. They'll bring you satisfaction in your automotive restoration needs. Contact Chuck at 785-292-2774. Chuck's Collision is located at 1556 Phase 106 Highway. The American Family Insurance Agent Scott Osman for all your insurance coverage under one roof. Scott Osman Agency with locations in Minneapolis and Belleville, proudly supporting the Minneapolis High School Lions.
Minneapolis opens the third with a 12-0 run over the Buffs to expand their lead to 15 points, as Mike was saying.
Back after that timeout, Republic County plays it in. Callaway has it. Nolan White comes to get him. Man-to-man defense now. Blocking foul called on Griffin with too much body. Callaway played in for the Buffs. Back to Aron out front. Thurman Callaway from the outside, shot good. We got a guard in.
It's his fourth tray, I think.
Oshman back to White, three-pointer on its way, no good. Tip, no good. Oshman has it back out front. Griffin, three-pointer on its way, no good. Davidson has his pocket pick. Nonchalantly lets Callaway take it from him, and we turn it over. We had gonna have a third chance at that thing. And they throw it away. Thank you very much.
Nelson comes in for Griffin, and Watson in for Davidson.
Meckel, White, Osherman, Watson, and Nelson on the floor for Minneapolis. White, jump shot, no good. And Fisher has a rebound, and little Meckel Dimer whistled against John Osherman. That's his second personal foul.
Second of the half.
Not much of a foul, but team-wise. Called and recorded in the book as a reach-in foul. And John Nelson almost had that pass intercepted. Callaway. Tillman can shoot the ball. He has drained a three here already tonight. Freshman off the bench. Callaway, that's a little bit out of his range. Aron spins, has the ball knocked out of his hands. Good play over there by White and Osherman. Now Frio into the contest.
Trent Meckel sits down.
Truman will play it in.
Nelson goes for the steal, but fouls.
Fouls on the inbounds play way out there. I think he got caught in midair because both he and the defender were making a play at the same time. Truman, his pass is intercepted nicely by Watson.
Steal by Watson.
And we throw it away. Turnover gives it right back to Republic County, and they get an easy basket. No replay, and there's no one to guard the basket.
5-0 run for the Buffs.
White all the way to the basket.
Oh, they called out a block.
Jump ball. Jump ball. Up and down with it. White trying to go 1-on-3, and we turn it over, actually. Republic County now with the ball. Shot from the outside, no good. Watson has the rebound for Minneapolis, gets it off to John Nelson. Griffin. Back to net, Watson. White can't pull the trigger on it. Watson got caught down low. I thought he had travel there. Yeah, anyway, he was going to be able to get that shot off. Griffin, turnaround jump shot way short. And Aron has the rebound for Republic County. Get back to playing good defense here. Callaway, entry pass to Aron. Callaway has a shot, passes it up, jump shot. Front rim no good, and he gets his own rebound. Layup, good. He's killing us. All we have to hurt him.
7-0 run now for the Buffs.
Nelson walks with it. We turn it over. Again.
Slowly but surely, Republic County continues to hang in this game. Minneapolis led.
30 seconds left, third quarter. Callaway has it. Three-quarter court. We drop back into that 2-3, and we're going to see if they can shoot over the top. Just have to guard that guy right there. Tate Lapo has to take the shot as Callaway was covered up nicely by Minneapolis defense.
Good defensive effort there.
Yes. Lapo didn't have much of a shot, and Minneapolis takes an 8-point lead into the fourth quarter. And we'll be back with that action here in just a minute.
Here are our community sponsors.
Mount Oliphant Delta, Jude Klein. Equipment North Studio with Alexis Stein. Farm Bureau Financial Services with Matt Pickford. No Place Like Home Cook Shop with Jeremy Roston. Suzanne with Sherry Bertrand. The Heaters Mexican Restaurant, Francisco Gallardo. B&M Body Shop, John Wright. Profab Metal Fabrication with Bill Little. Harris Crop Insurance with Ray Harris.
Minneapolis started the
School of Great.
Well, Minneapolis jumped out to a 15-point lead there in the third, and then surrendered a 7-0 run to make the 8-point difference right now, 39-31.
Possession arrow favors Minneapolis. We'll start the fourth quarter with the possession. John Nelson with the ball. It's it off to Jonah Oshman. And the high-low post action from Oshman to Davidson is just about unstoppable on a nice pass from Jonah. Davidson's able to lay it up off the glass and in. First points of the fourth quarter, Minneapolis. And we extend the defense a little bit. Griffin out on the point. Thurman should be going to walk on Fisher. Aron misses once, twice, and he gets his own rebound.
What a wraparound pass there.
And the foul's whistled on John Nelson. They're going to count the basket, and Aron will get the and one here. Free throw up and good.
Just not going away.
Thurman tries to deny the pass to Oshman. Griffin short-armed it. John Nelson with the rebound and stick back over there. Nice job, John Nelson. Lapo. Quick hands by John Nelson. That ball goes out of bounds. It will stay with the Buffs. Fisher to play it in. 6-foot senior. Callaway, and we'll have to say goodbye to him this year, Dale. It won't hurt my feelings.
No, it won't hurt mine any.
He does shoot the ball well when he gets on a roll. Oh, Al Lawson over the back. Trying to deny the ball to Aron.
You're going to plan on sending him a graduation card, aren't you?
Absolutely.
Good.
And reach in foul by Callaway as we had the run out. Mecca was loose on the other side, and the reach in foul. That alley-oop wasn't going to work. Jonas saw that one coming and has the ability to elevate and get up, tip that ball away. Nice play, Jonah Osherman.
He's had at least 2 of those tonight, maybe 3.
Yes, nice denials. White into Davidson, and that ball is tipped away nicely on a defensive play by Sam Thurman. 5'10" freshman, getting a lot of minutes on the floor here tonight. Griffin to play it in. Davidson, shot off the glass, no good. And Griffin skies. Somebody tried to ride Griffin out of there, and it's Iran. Griffin hit the floor and call it on the floor. Minneapolis will play it in under our basket when we come back from this 30-second timeout.
Just the third foul on the bus this half. Minneapolis with 5.
John Blake. Delta Property Association, and first line level. Very sweat, very clean. Sunflower Realty, Monty Nelson. LaGrange Supply, Scott Mortimer.
Welcome back. Minneapolis played in. Griffin has it. Looking for the cutter. There it is. Meckel unable to take the shot. Oh, what a rescue there. White can't pull the trigger out front. Meckel resets the offense. Davidson back to Griffin. Jump shot, free throw line, good. He's got a good mid-range jumper, and that's his game. I really like the way he shoots that 10, 12-footer.
I do too.
Callaway with the ball. Just don't want to give up a cheap three-pointer here. Fisher coming back in. Iran backing down Davidson. Shot off the glass, no good. And White over the back. Team foul. That's White's first. Thuman out front to Callaway. Get him off. How can that not be a foul when he's on top of him? I don't understand that.
Caden has hit 53% of his field goal attempts. His 2-point field goal attempts.
That counts all the alternate possession arrow favors Republic County, and Callaway misses an easy one. Minneapolis has the rebound. Dylan Arshman has it. Gives it off to Meckel. Coach Darrow calls the play. The layup by Meckel is no good. Davidson on the backside. Catches it midair and puts it right back up and off the glass. Good follow-up there by Spencer on the backside. Fisher, layup good. Nobody on the backside for defense. Meckel has it. White. Davidson in the short post. Jump shot, brick. Griffin has it taken away by Iran. Now Callaway has it for the Buffs. Long three-pointer, good. Somebody's got a guard down. 17 points on the night for Callaway.
Full timeout by Minneapolis, yes. Leading now by 8, 47-39. Here, who some of our community sponsors are to help bring these live broadcasts to you.
LaGrange Supply, Scott Mortimer. I know something with Delta. Good time. Hooters Mexican Restaurant, Francisco Gallardo. Minneapolis Upland Pike, John Blake. Two of Green County, Rick Chapman, Mary. Farm Bureau Financial Services with Matt Pitbull. Empire Realty, Monty Nelson. B&M Body Shop, John Wright. Schneidler's for Terry Furniture.
Minneapolis 47, Republic County 39.
4:09 to go here in this quarter.
Welcome back. 47-39. Minneapolis with the lead. Nolan White to play it in. Out front to Meckel. 4 minutes to play in the game. Meckel gives it off to Watson. Davidson. Oh my. Oh, Watson misses a layup. Again. Missed a couple of those tonight.
Great feed from Davidson. We couldn't quite
get it to roll in.
Snag that ball on the offensive rebound.
Gotta get rid of it. And does. Osherman has it. Watson. White. Free throw shot. Good. Owen White over the outstretched hand of the 6'3" Blake Arond. We'll have to put up with Arond for 2 more years. Hope he doesn't grow anymore.
Bet he will.
Him and Thuman make a pretty good pair. Thuman right there with the ball, hands it off to Callaway. Thuman just a freshman. Arond asking for the ball now. Callaway looks at a 3, guarded by Meckel. Watson able to get out on Callaway quickly. What a move to get the shot by Lapo. Davidson has the rebound. Layup by White. Good. Callaway cannot guard Nolan White. Nice little mismatch. Coach Darrow noticed. Fisher baseline blocking foul. I'm sure he called on Watson. Shut down the drive by Fisher, and he's going to go to the charity strike. 1-1.
Just 3 fouls on the bus.
Fisher toes the line. It's a 1-1. Free throw good. .51-40. Alex Fisher. No good. And they got a foul. Got a reach-in foul.
Watson with the defensive board, and then he's fouled on the steal attempt.
Arond with the reach-in foul. We turn into the defense. They tie us up. You got to get out of there with the ball. 2 minutes.
Oh, close to throwing it away there.
Terrible pass, but John Osherman saves it. And then the shot rolls off the rim, no good, and Republic County has it right back. Fisher from the outside, no good. Thurman lost the handle on it, and we have no defense in the middle of the floor. And Lapo is able to get there. They're going to make us shoot free throws eventually. And if we keep putting them at the line, we're in trouble. They can make the free throws. And reach-in foul on Callaway. Callaway with his 3rd personal foul. Minneapolis will play it in under their own basket.
The sophomore checks in.
Brody Boyer into the contest for Republic County.
Offensive foul on the line, but I didn't see who.
White. Called on White. Callaway way out on top. Right through the hands of the substitute they just put in. Brody Boyer.
Is it on the press?
Man-to-man all over the floor. White picks up his dribble, back out front to Meckel. 9-point lead for Minneapolis. Osherman comes to get it. Tipped away by Thurman. Now Meckel has it. Watson was the cutter. Davidson couldn't hit him. 40 seconds. Now reach and foul on number 14, Brody Boyer.
Team foul 6. So no free throws yet.
A little bit too late to foul now. The 06 foul. One more worth charity stripe, but you got some pretty good free throw shooters on the floor. White has it. And a foul on Fisher.
Nolan White shooting 80.9% on the season.
You like those chances, huh?
Yes.
35 seconds left in the game. Nolan White to the free throw line. It'll be a 1-and-1.
Daniel Watson is slightly better at 81.8%.
White, free throw up and good. Now we absolutely do not want to foul at all. White's free throw good. Nothing but net. Both of them. Perfect. 53-42 Minneapolis with 11-point lead. Callaway. One-hand runner goes in.
He's a monster.
He is 6 foot tall. Fisher fouls Nolan White again. 19 points on the evening for Callaway. He's been a thorn in our side. Now Nolan White to the free throw line. He's got a quiet 20 points, Dave. 1-and-1 here. Free throw up and rimming in. Rotation when it leaves his hands, got that backspin. It'll crawl over that front rim like that. That's shooter's touch. Free throw up and good. Just a quiet 22 points for Nolan White. Thurman has it. No need to foul here. Callaway is going to line up a three from way out there. It's going to be short.
Osherman with the big defensive board.
That's going to do it. It's a tough one, but Minneapolis wins it, and that's all we really were after. We were tested, though, here tonight by the Republic County Buffs. Minneapolis wins it 55-44. Nolan White led the Lions with 22 points, and Clint Callaway had 19 for the Buffs. Good game. And Minneapolis improves, and we'll wait. Here's some results from Beloit and Sacred Heart, Dale, unless our neighbor over there has got any scores for us. We'll be back with some point totals and stats from Scott here in just a minute.
With locations in Minneapolis and Bennington, Central Valley Ag provides 24-hour pump services and built-in discounts by using your CVA fuel card. They also support ag operations by providing both categories of lubricants, fuel and propane. Contact Carl Stream at 785-392-3031 for your ag energy needs. Go MHS Lions. At Hometown Hardware, we proudly support our Minneapolis Lions. Think of us for all your home, farm, or business project needs. As your True Value hardware dealer and Just Ask rental dealer, we locally provide the brands and selections that you need for your project. And don't forget the ice cream. Pat and Lynette Donovan at Ag by Air have been supporting ag operations in the Minneapolis and Delphos area for over 20 years with prompt, up-to-date, and competitive aerial application service. Ag by Air is located at 974 Highway K106, south of Minneapolis, or can be reached at 785-392-3300 for questions on scouting your fields, chemical recommendations, or to book your work. Ag by Air, proud sponsor of the Minneapolis High School Lions.
The Minneapolis Junior Senior High School Lionbackers are proud to continue their long-term support of the broadcast of these Lions games. Join us as we support student activities and the teachers of MJSHS. Go Lions! We're with you all the way.
See American Family Insurance agent Scott Oshman for all your insurance coverage under one roof. The Scott Oshman Agency, with locations in Minneapolis and Belleville, is proudly supporting the Minneapolis High School Lions.
Tonight's game brought to you by C&R Plating in Minneapolis. Kevin Klein and the rest of the crew at C&R Plating proud to support the youth of Minneapolis in all they do.
Welcome back to Minneapolis, Kansas, as the Lions come away with a victory tonight, 55-44 against the Republic County Buffaloes. We outscored them in the second half, 12-7 in the third quarter and 16-13 in the fourth quarter. Pretty close ball game. They kept within it. They hit some big threes. Callaway had a big night, which I knew he had the possibility of doing so, but overall, nice victory for the Lions. Scoring-wise for both squads, Sam Tooman had 3, Hunter Hardner had 2, Tate Lapo had 2, Alex Fisher had 7, Blake Florin had 11, the big guy, and Clint Callaway had 19. The big thing there is that he had 5 3-pointers. So, yeah, 5 3-pointers. They had 6 total for the ball game. They were 2 for 3 from the free throw line for the ball game. From Minneapolis, John Nelson had 2, Jonah Oshman had 2, Trent Meckler had 6, Spencer Davidson 8. Caden Griffin had a nice night tonight with 15, but leading all scorers tonight, Nolan White with 22, as he himself also had 4 3-pointers, and Trent Meckler had 2. So we were perfect from the free throw line tonight, Dale. 5 in the second half, 7 for some. Not a lot, but that's
Amazing. 12 free throws for the Lions. That's great. Rebound-wise, second quarter, we out-rebounded them, or second half, we out-rebounded a 15-10 for the game, 27-19. We owned the defensive boards. We out-rebounded on defensive boards both halves. Turnover-wise, we didn't have near as many turnovers as we did up at Belleville back on January 3rd. We had 11 for the game. We had 16, which did well to our win here tonight with them turning the ball over as much as they did. The play of the game, I'm going to, sponsored by the Citizen State Bank and Trust, I'm going to go with 2 runouts to Caden Griffin, 2 passes down the court that he was able to secure and get good layups to extend a run there, a 12-0 run by the Lions in the third. And so that'll be the play of the game by Caden Griffin, sponsored by Citizen State Bank and Trust. And the player of the game, we will go with Nolan White, sponsored by Ruber Hill Seeds. 22 points, 4 of those were Trey's. I'm not sure how many rebounds he had, though he was in there, how many steals. But he was doing his fair share on defense also.
Yep, he was.
So that, Scott Oshman and Dale Leach will be back Friday night as we host the number 1 seed, or the number 1 team in the league, Beloit Trojans. Good night, folks.